Anyway, this Saturday at the Concepcion Limehouse, Sam Webb defends his British light middleweight title against Leicester's Martin Concepcion. In Sam's last fight, he beat Anthony Small in a bad-tempered, taut and tight affair. It was ugly. Hey, not all fights can be thrillers. Let's not mince our words. Small has since run into some controversial bother away from the ring. He's not in trouble with the law, but he's done some stuff that's a bit tricky and it's upset an awful lot of people. Anyway, a rematch is on hold, possibly forever, to be honest with you. I'm delighted to welcome back to the show Sam. Good evening, Sam.
How you doing, Steve?
I'm doing fantastic, boy. Martin Concepcion from Leicester. It's one of those fights that you got to make sure you don't take your foot off the pedal, isn't it?
Oh yeah, no, we've prepared properly. You know, it wasn't our first option, to be fair, because it's a voluntary defence. It wasn't our first option to box Martin. He was. We asked for Brian Rose, who was an undefeated kid at the time.
Yeah.
Obviously, it looked better undefeated fighter against myself, like, you know. So
Of course.
We chose him, but obviously he got knocked out in a warm-up fight, which is a bit of a pain. So obviously we.
It's amazing how often that happens, Sam, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean, but he did pick a tricky fighter in Maxwell. I mean, he's a noted puncher, Maxwell. He's got sort of I think he's lost more than he's won, but he's one of them fighters. You know, he's an handful for anybody. But anyway, he boxed him, got beat. So yeah, we've ended up with Martin, but we've trained properly, we've prepared properly. You know, I've trained as hard as I did for that in this small fight. I mean, you know, it's better if not the same sort of condition I was for that. And I can't wait, to be fair.
Now, what are you after this? The board is saying that the winner of this has got to agree terms to fight Manchester's Prince Aaron. I think they got to agree terms by the 10th of November. Are you still going to stick British title? Are you thinking, after this Prince Aaron and see what else is out there?
To be fair, Steve, I've not looked past this.
Yeah, I know you shouldn't really. I
made that mistake early on in my career, and you can slip up quite easily in boxing, can't you? So,
of course you can.
But no, we've I'll get this one out of the way. I'm confident I'm going to win. Like I say, things gone well, so we get past this one, and then I'll have a chat with Frank and see where we are.
Now, can I ask you about Anthony Small and the possibility, the chance of you and him getting it on? Because I know. No. That's good. That's because I know when I had you on before, you said to me, "Look, Steve, I've got nothing against him, but I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to be on at the same time as him."
Yeah, no, to be fair, it's like that with any fight, If you had Martin on the other line, I wouldn't want to listen to him.
Okay, I thought it was just a small
that's
special.
Just how I am. I don't want to listen to the who's and ahs about other fighters. Everyone's got something to say, and I prefer, like myself, I don't shout my mouth off. If I've got something to do, I prove it, and I think actions speak louder than words in boxing. So
certainly, you're a bit of an old style fighter, really, Sam, aren't you? Really, I mean, you just want to get on. You don't want to be pals. You don't want to make one. Don't want to be talking bad. You just want to get in the ring as often as you can and fight for titles and move up as far as you possibly can go. I like that.
To be fair, I know it sells. I know to sort of slag each other off and all the rest of it, but that's not what I'm about.
Thing,
I'm not really into that. Andy Small tried it, and it's not my thing. To be fair.
You're not going to be coming into a mask or anything silly.
No, don't worry about that, Steve. I'll come in as I am.
Listen, good luck. Or you won't need good luck. I think you start as a favourite. That's why I said about making sure you don't take your foot off the pedal. But saying that, this is going to be his FA Cup, World Cup and Super Bowl final. You know that, don't you?
Yeah. But listen, like everyone keeps saying, it's your last chance. This is his last chance. It's going to be, I expect anybody who fights for the British title, if you ain't motivated for it, then there's something wrong. You're in the wrong game. So regardless to, you can put, it's his last chance, and you can put big brackets around it. But for me personally, your first chance can be your last chance. So he's going to try as hard as he did when he boxed Bradley Price for the Commonwealth, or when he boxed Kevin Hammond for the Midland area. I know it's a big title, and he's if he's probably been given a bit of a like a lifeline, so to speak.
So it's
getting his shot, so he's going to give it everything, but I'd expect that from anybody.
Yeah, Sam, listen, so would I. Listen, Sam, we'll speak to you very soon. We'll speak to you sometime in November when maybe your next fight's planned. And the best of luck on Saturday night at the Troxy out in Limehouse if you want to go and see Sam Webb against Martin Concepcion, British light middleweight title.